was former Ravens outside linebacker Matt Judon, the high-energy, ultra-versatile pass rusher. For more on Judon, we say hello to Mike Reese. Mike, how did Judon look at OTAs?
Field, here at the site of Patriots spring practices, Matt Judon was standing up at the line of scrimmage with other defenders. Some would rush, some would drop back. They were trying to confuse the offensive line, and Judon burst through an open rush lane and shut down the play with authority. Veteran safety Adrian Phillips was so excited, he leaped into the air and he gave Judon a high five. "That's my guy," Phillips said. Well, the Patriots hope that Judon is a guy to help turn things around after paying him big bucks in free agency. They also have Dante Hightower back after a year, Kyle Van Noy back after a year in Miami, other new players and returning players. Defense looked a lot different this spring, Field.
Great stuff as always, Mike. So, Nink, you know this defense very well. You played in it for a long time. Can this team return to being one of the best defenses in the league in 2021?
Yes, definitely. And the reason that I say that, last year when I watched this defense, I thought I was watching a hockey line change. There was always a new group coming out, first down, second down, third and long. There was a new group of guys that would come out. And to build a great defense, you need to have a group of guys. You're always going to have some changing parts, especially from second to third down. But you usually have a group of guys that are first, second, and third down players. And when you can have that group, it keeps the defense together. And you have a few pieces coming on. They understand their roles. But last year, they had way too many moving parts. So now adding Judon, adding some key pieces, Hightower coming back, Kyle Van Noy coming back, they're going to have a group of veteran guys, a group of guys that are going to stay on that field for first, second, and third down. And they're going to be a better unit for it. So I expect big things from this defense in 2021.
Yeah, Rob, that's a great point, man. The continuity, and both of us playing in those 3-4 schemes, we understand the importance of not only those guys up front that's two-gapping, but you guys as outside linebackers and the impact that you can have, especially schematically with Bill Belichick and how he likes to run defense. Matthew Judon is a perfect fit for what they want to do. And when you look at this, and I show you exactly what I mean, it's not about all the time a guy having 15, 20 sacks. It's about awareness. You got to be a smart football player to play in Bill Belichick's defense. And this is Matthew Judon sniffing things out, reading keys, and being there to take Sterling Shepard down on a screen pass. This is the beautiful part of Bill Belichick. He's going to get this offensive line to slide all the way and create a one-on-one for Matt Judon against the Buffalo Bills. But you see the type of impact that these guys can have. I'm not talking about Matthew Judon lining down and just beating guys one-on-one and rushing the passer in those situations. But when you talk about an intelligence standpoint, an awareness standpoint, and a guy that takes full advantage of pressures and blitzes when he gets his matchups and opportunities, he's a perfect fit for what Bill Belichick is not trying to do in this 3-4 scheme.
And for the Patriots, it's not just about star power this year. It's also about layers of depth. They got plenty of pass rushers off the edge leading into 2021. So we're talking the Patriots here, and we can't end the segment without throwing it to a little who wore it best. Little history of the number 50 here. You guys may recall now Titans head coach Mike Vrabel kind of made number 50 cool back in New England. He cut touchdown passes and also had plenty of sacks along the way. And then a guy who'd been cut kind of nondescript from New Orleans and Miami. We always talk about Rob Ninkovich. Look at that guy looking like a stud. Turned out to be a great player from them. And then now, Mac Jones, a quarterback. That's right. Everybody's showing the Justin Fields wearing number 1 or Trevor Lawrence. Now you've got Mac Jones. And then how about this? Chase Winovich, outside linebacker, entering his third year alongside 50 Cent. All right, I'm going to hand it over to you, Nink. I know you can't see all these guys right now, but you can still state with confidence who wore 50 best in New England.
Well, I'm gonna have my respect for the guy that had it before me, so I'm gonna go Mike Vrabel, because when I first arrived in New England, I knew that if I was blessed enough to get that number, I had some big shoes to fill. So Mike Vrabel, I would say, wore it best. Won 3 Super Bowls. Every single ball he caught offensively was a touchdown. I don't know how many touchdowns. I think he had like 12 touchdowns, something crazy. So Mike Vrabel wore it best. Then I'm going to say I wore it, second best. I would say I'm going to stick with the linebackers. I'm going to say Winovich is third best. And when you see a quarterback wearing number 50, it just looks wrong. It don't look right. So I'm sure when it comes down to the regular season, we won't see Mac Jones in a number 50 uniform. I can guarantee that.
Man, Swagoo, all these Patriots or former Patriots are being way too humble for my liking today. We got too many guys. Just you wore a vest, Ninko. Rabel won't care. He might care a little bit.
Okay. Babyface, what the hell they do? What they doing?
Yeah, they're being way too modest.
Patriot way over, man. You can say you wore a vest.
Yeah, of course. That's what I'm saying, Swagoo. All right, coming up on NFL Live, we got so much more to cover, which includes several 2020 contenders who had big off seasons. But we're going to tell you whether those teams made themselves better, worse, or kind of just stayed the same this offseason. Don't miss it.